Yeah, man. So I don't know you too much, but you're one of the subscribers, you're one of the fans. And what I wanted to start doing from now on is doing Fan Fridays. And I wanted to evolve into where I'm actually having you guys on and actually just talk with you guys live from YouTube. I don't know how to do that yet, so we're gonna do a Zoom call for now, and then we'll just highlight some stuff on the Instagram page. But Alan, welcome. Run us through who you are, and then we'll continue our conversation that we were jumping into about your contest prep 1 week out.
Sure. So again, my name's Alan. I live in Calgary, Alberta, in Canada. I was born and raised here. I'm a competitive bodybuilder and a trainer down here. Fitness is pretty much like my full-time job. I help people online, in person, and currently just like 1 week out of my 8th show. I'm 26 years old and very excited for this one. The prep has been phenomenal. We started January 1st to be exact. Like that's the day we started the plan. We did something really different. We just right off the bat just tried to get a healthy digestive system going, get my metabolism fired up, right? So we didn't push calories right off the bat at 20 weeks out like most coaches do. We're kind of just living off like 3,000. I started following a John Meadows training program. I got a hold of it. It's like Reaper Death, something like that. But it was
okay,
solid. It was like push pull legs, rest day. So everything was getting trained twice a week. I was really motivated, so I was crushing each workout. I started logging things as of January. I put on a good amount of muscle, and honestly, like John Meadows' plan, it really brought up like my rear poses. Like my rhomboid area, my trap. So a lot of things like just clicked during this last 20 weeks without even pushing food. It was just like the consistent protein is amazing. That's what you want when you're trying to like build muscle. You don't even have to train or push the carbs too hard, because you're not trying to put lower back gains. You're trying to just have enough carbs to fuel your workout, replenish post-workout, and then so on throughout the day. Obviously I guess everybody's different, but I'm just saying for me, that was the goal, just to kind of keep carbs around the workout. And we added cardio in pretty quick, got my body lean. Like I was having veins down my legs at like 12 weeks out, easy, 10 weeks out. So we were able to kind of lay off the cardio this past couple of weeks, which was really cool, Saunch. This is what I'm talking. This is what I was trying to just come down to right here. You hear all these stories of pros, like cutting cardio like 1 month out. Like we didn't do that. Hear stories like that, and they come in condition, and it's like you gotta think about like what they did prior to that. They went hard at like 20 weeks out, so that at 5 weeks out, their body is fired up, they're lean, they can lay off the cardio, their food is probably low. Some coaches go like very low food, just like white fish and greens.
Right.
So it's like the chances of you putting on fat when you're only eating like 1,500 calories of just that stuff is not likely. You gain fat when you're like in a calorie surplus, being inactive and whatnot. But like I said, at that point, your body's fired up. So a smart coach, won't panic and kind of let go of the cardio a little bit, start adding some food a little bit. My weight has been maintaining. And like, that saying, the shittier you feel, the better you probably look. Yep. Don't get me wrong. Like my last preps when I was like shredded and I was doing cardio 45 minutes a day, post workout, whatever, like I felt like crap and I was like shredded. But like this prep has been a lot different. I'm a lot fuller. Like I'm not so depleted muscle bellies. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see how we're going to dial it in this next week. And whatever happens. But it was a great learning experience. But I think it's going to be a good one for me this year, to be honest.
Yeah. A lot of information to unpack there, man. No, you're good. You just went for it. I'm like, hell yeah. Easier on me, man. What is some differences between your last prep and this prep? Because you said it was a learning experience. Like, what were some key new pieces of this prep for you?
Learning that the body doesn't put on weight as easy as you might think it does when you kind of let off the gas pedal once you've done the work, right? Like I just mentioned. My last preps, we kind of just, went very low calories and just pushed the body on cardio. And we're just like, my previous coach, he was all about kind of like suffering and didn't really care. Like there was times I'm like, I'm gonna pass out, and he didn't really like. He was like, get back to work, you'll live. So the coach is like that, and a smart coach really thinks about nutrients and the muscle function of the body. So my new coach, he approached me. Actually, we're friends.
Oh, cool.
And we've competed a couple times. We actually competed with Chris Bumstead and Regan in 2015 Junior Nationals.
Wow.
Before they turned pro. Like, it was the year just before they turned pro. We competed in the Edmonton Juniors. And so he's been competing for a while too. It was someone I trust. His name's Sam Zaid. And it's been good. Yeah. But yeah, learning. We didn't even push supplements too hard, man, either. Yeah. So everything's been nice. I felt pretty like human this whole prep. Yes, I'm exhausted. Some days I'm tired, but that's very normal on prep. You shouldn't feel always energetic on prep. That means your body's not very depleted enough to be getting lean and tapping into the fat storage. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. A lot of information there too. You're good. You're good, man. All I had, did you get a chance to watch the Dorian interview from yesterday?
No.
Not yet? Oh, it's Dorian Haywood. Oh my gosh. Dude is so smart. Like I don't know what I was expecting, but like he blew me away with just how informative he was on things. Just like really impressive. So definitely check that out. He's getting on stage tomorrow for the INDY So but before we kind of covered bodybuilding a little bit for you. You as a fan, I think it's kind of a cool situation where typically I'm talking to the athletes for you guys to get those cool information, those cool questions out. But like, tell us a little bit about you, like your personal life, what you do beyond personal training and hobbies, family, all that stuff.
Okay. Well, like besides like the online coaching, the personal training, I work at a Gold's Gym here.
Oh, cool.
With that gym, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
I like to get out for walks, honestly, go for little bike rides. After this show, I do plan on working on my cooking skills a lot more. I've been watching so many cooking videos this prep just to keep me entertained.
I've heard that's like what people do. Yeah.
I'm the youngest in my family. I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. My background is Persian, so like Iranian.
Yeah.
But I was born here in Canada, which is nice. So I don't have that like Persian accent.
All right.
Yeah, my parents are basically like both retired right now. They're just chilling. They don't live too far. I just live alone in an apartment here. And this whole year has been dedicated to prep and work, honestly. Like when I'm getting ready for a show, whether if I'm 5 weeks out or 30 weeks out, like I stay pretty focused. I want to make sure like every day is good. Like I'm getting my meals in on time, my training is good, and I'm just progressing. So honestly, Saunch, like this year I've done nothing but just train clients, go work out, come back to work, train a couple more clients, go home, get ready for the next day, watch videos on YouTube about bodybuilding, and that's it, and my show is done. I can relax a little bit. Yes, enjoy some food, but I do plan on staying like on a plan post show. It's very unhealthy to like let go of the gas pedal, just retain all that weight and stuff. So that's my goal. I don't do much right now. I'm single, so that kind of helps me have more time to myself. And
you're telling me, man. Yeah. You're telling me.
Yeah. So no complaints. We'll see. Like I'm excited to have a good summer. Maybe go to Olympia this year, travel to that again for the 4th time. Have you been there?
No. I'm tempted to compete there this year for the amateur.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to figure out what show I want to do this year because I haven't been on stage in a while. I want to be at the Olympia regardless, so I might as well, do the amateur show, and then who knows what I'll be able to coordinate in terms of interviews. But I'm really hoping I can partner up with some sponsors and have like a part of a booth somewhere where I can just do interviews where people can just walk in, I can just talk to them.
Mhm.
That would be the dream.
That'd be cool. Yeah, people would definitely come to your booth and like want to chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially like once they see the banner and they're like, oh, Bodybuilding News Network, like, oh, what's that? So I think that'd be a really good opportunity to meet some new fans and engage with the audience for the people that do show up.
Man, your page is going to grow a lot in this next year. I can see it happening for sure.
Well, 6,200 in the first year. So it's, I'm pretty excited.
For subs, hey?
Yeah, for subs, yeah.
Really good. That's really good. Yeah, first year, dude.
Yeah, the Olympia blew up. I remember we were at, it must have been like 1,200 subscribers. And then I woke up the next day and it was 1,000. And then I woke up the next day and it was at like almost 3,000. So it was big whiplash.
Yeah. I still watch those Olympia videos. Like you have like the pretty good comparison videos and that like you have like the Ian Valier and Hunter Labrada video, I think.
Yep.
I've watched times. Yeah, I just watch these videos, you know, I love it, you know, like even just the commentary, hearing you analyze the physique makes me realize some things about the physique I didn't notice myself.
Yeah, everyone looks at things in their own eye. I love watching Mark's Max Muscle because he brings a lot of history to the content. He compares people from like the golden era and the what do you call it, the bronze era of bodybuilding. Like he knows so much. I like watching his stuff. He does a lot of comparisons. So if you don't watch Mark, check him out. And everybody else watching. We're gonna start up the Two Bros One Pod podcast again. So another long format interview series that you guys will get to enjoy weekly. So I hope you guys appreciate the content. It's gonna get busy. It's gonna get really busy. But yeah, okay. So let's switch over to some hot topics in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of stuff going on. I am trying to be as respectful as I can to the INDYpro, and I've been really trying to put all my focus into them because they sent me this cool ass poster and that cool ass t-shirt with my last name on it. Did you see that? Did you guys see that? The shirt?
No.
Here, let me grab it real quick. All right, this is exciting for me. So Mr. Dave Bowers sent me a sweatshirt with the INDYpro on it.
Nice.
And then it has like the logo and stuff, which I thought was really cool. And I wore it the first time I got it. And he sent me an INDYpro shirt with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is nice.
I did a video on Instagram and I like was almost crying because I was like, this is so cool. It's like the first time someone's done that.
Yeah, that's nice of them. So they know you're going to be covering the show this weekend on your page?
Yeah, I've been talking with the promoter, Dave Bowers. We tried lining up an interview yesterday, but it didn't work out. So yeah, this is like the first time I've actually had like a lot of communication with the promoter. So I'm really hoping I can move or continue this momentum into the New York Pro and then the Toronto Pro and the Cali Pro and just keep it going.
Yeah, many shows are coming up here.
Yes.
That would be
cool. A lot.
Coverage on my show next weekend.
yeah. If you just make sure you send me the link to, you know, help me out, help me help you, because there's so many shows. Actually, perfect transition, man. Speaking of so many shows, let me see if I can. All right, let me know when you can see the screen here.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that today.
Yeah, I want to talk about that in a second, but I wanted to talk about. Here we go. The Ireland Pro. Have you heard about this?
No. Actually, I saw those of the competitors. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess the Ireland Muscle Contest, which is a pretty big organization, they do a lot of South America shows, California shows. They are hosting the Ireland Pro Fest. And they have 212 that I know of. It looks like it's just a 212 show, but you know, some of the massive names here, D'Angelo Pasquale, he won the what was it, the Portugal Pro last year, he qualified for the Olympia. And then also we have the return of the legendary David Henry. So lots of big names. Well, a couple big names. Hopefully we get to see more people. So
Yeah, there's just 4 names I see. That's crazy.
yeah, it's a pretty small list, but you
Yeah.
have 2 Olympians here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. We'll see how the lineup shows, but
When does that show?
it's this weekend. It's the same day as the Indy Pro. So
Interesting.
yeah, really flying under the radar. See, the poster here says May 15th, but down here it says May 14th. So, if we're lucky, it'll be on Sunday, so then it can get some coverage. But I'm definitely worried it's going to get overlooked by the Indy Pro. Yeah,
probably will, honestly.
Yeah. Flex Lewis. What did you hear about Flex Lewis?
Just before this video, I was like watching some video about that, like post, and I think it's a good choice for him.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need even before he made his retirement, I was like, man, like, if he comes back and loses, that's gonna be worse than just walking out right now. Yes, walking out right now will disappoint the fans, but like leaving without being beat is like a different way of walking out. And even if he gets like 3rd place in Open, like that's a great achievement. He'll beat like huge names, but like, and then people are going to expect him to come back and then win it. And then it's like more pressure, and then his family, his health. And it's like, he's won 7 212s. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like, it would be the exact same thing as Phil Heath. I think he would come back, get 3rd, although he's going up to Open, but like, he would not win, which is not the goal. And everyone would be expected to win. And the only thing that sucks is like it's been like 4 years he hasn't competed. So the talk of him jumping up to Open has been happening for years. And now it's like, oh, I'm done, actually. It's like, that's okay. Like, it's okay. Like after 4 years, it is hard to come back and bring like a Mr. Olympia winning physique, like winning, right. Even competitive, like just good, like winning. So nah, it's okay.
Yeah. I'm okay with the news. I would say I was still surprised because there was so much conversation about him potentially getting a special invite. Because there was just talking like a couple weeks ago. I know Buys and Tries and Dave, all those guys were talking about it. And then this just dropped. So
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh well. I think he would have been pretty competitive in the Open. I think he probably would have been competitive if he wanted to hop back into the 212 like Keon Pearson did,
Yeah. Apparently, Flex Lewis doesn't have very good digestion. Like he has a hard time getting food down or something like that.
Okay.
So I think him jumping up to Open and trying to put on size was a lot harder than was, he was expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like just a couple days ago, I saw like a video and it was like Hadi Chupon versus Derek Lunsford versus Lewis. If they all like did Open, that'd be gnarly. And like there's a lot of talk about Derek doing Open now, which I agree that there should be because he looked amazing, dude.
You're looking at my notes. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Derek going to Open,
dude?
If he does,
like he would be. Like first call out right around the center area, no doubt. Like,
yeah. Who do you think he'd have to beat though? To land in that 4th place, he'd have to beat Hunter. He'd have to beat Nick. He'd have to beat William Bonac.
Yeah.
Ian Valliere.
Yeah. I think he's like a mini white Phil Heath, man. Honestly, he's pretty freaking gifted too. Like, probably one of the second people in bodybuilding I would ever call gifted. Like his lines and proportions and waist is just crazy. Like so pleasing. Like it's just a really nothing is blown out of proportion. His lines are still clear. You see ab insertions even when he's doing a front double.
Yeah,
which is nice. Just looks so complete.
It's pretty bonkers.
I know. And for like his legs there, man, like what? He looks like an action figure, man. Like not even.
And for how far he's in the off season, I mean, he looks phenomenal. Like you were talking about with the lines, the insertions, like everything is tight.
Yeah,
Nothing's
dude.
blown out. I mean,
Yeah.
has to be first call out in an open Olympia, you know, top 2 any pro show.
Yeah. Well, like frick, man, Shawn Clarida.
Yep.
Won that.
Yeah, he won the Texas Pro. Yeah.
Was that Texas?
Mm-hmm. Or
It was
oh no, it was the Nevada show.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I forgot.
Oh, what's that? It's in the Legion Sport Fest.
In sports, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Almost like, you know, bodybuilding size matters, but I mean, like when you're complete condition and you can pose and hold poses and other guys can't do it as good as you, it's like, you know, you can beat some big guys also.
Yeah.
Colorado weighs like 170, let's just say 180, man. Like that's still, he's qualified for open.
Yep. Yeah. And then for him to knock out, you know, a decent Regan Grimes, an okay Sergio Oliva Jr. I mean, apologies to whoever was fourth. I can't remember, but you know, it was a very impressive lineup. And then for him to not only, you know, be a favorite to place well in his first open show, but to then win the show, I thought was phenomenal.
Dude, good for him. He's killing. I was so happy when he won the 2020 Mr. Olympia, man. Like,
oh,
like
yeah. Everyone was so happy. Yeah. Yeah, we just talked about Big Ramy. We didn't talk about Big Ramy, but we talked about how, you know, the biggest bodybuilder is going to win. And I think that a big conversation that people, I would say, aren't talking about as much as I think they would be is how unproportionate and unpleasant Big Ramy's physique is. Yeah, he's still winning Olympias. I mean, I don't know how your thoughts are, but I mean, the way his legs look from the front shots is just very interesting.
Yeah, like the lines, the cuts, the year where they came in looking nice was the first year he won 2020. And then, you know, I don't know, maybe his couple first shows like 2016, they were okay.
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah. His, when he won the, 2016 New York Pro, I thought was one of his best packages ever. And that was right out of the gate.
He won the 2013 and 14.
Oh, was it that far back? Okay.
Yeah, that far back. Because I remember it was 2013 when I was doing my first show. He came in the scene and he was like debating me because I was like, man, this guy's so cool. He's Egyptian and like, you know, he's Muslim. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's a big thing is like the IFBB was not rewarding people that couldn't speak good English for quite a while.
And then he stepped it up a little bit.
Yep. Yeah. Worked on it. And then, you know, bam, going for the three-peat for the Olympia. But he definitely has a lot of competition this year, you know.
I watched, like, you know, I watched the 2021 prejudging a lot still, like just when I'm eating, like I said. I think he didn't deserve the win, to be honest.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
yeah.
Brandon was the better bodybuilder that day, and even by far.
Yeah, I wasn't too stoked last year. It was.
He didn't come in improved. Like
no.
He was full.
Yep.
Brandon was holding his own, like his side tricep, abs were tight. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I talk a lot of smack about Brandon, unfortunately, because like he has an amazing physique. It's just those legs, man. Like from the front or from the back, like they're just not competitive.
They're just, they have them, like they're probably dense and like the skin is, you know, probably not very thick, but the insertions on his glutes just don't really get those nice, you know, for example, like Derek Lunsford, his glutes get fucking lines and lines in every angle. Like Brandon's kind of like one little blob of hard muscle with kind of like mushed lines in. And then just the way he kind of poses his legs too, the hamstrings. Yeah, I think he's like dig. I don't know. I'm not trying to critique his posing here. He's won a Mr. Olympia.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, when it comes from the back, I feel like his legs just don't look, you know, They need work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He knows that.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. Yeah, we're not saying anything he doesn't know.
Yeah.
What else? Did you hear let's pull this up. Did you see what I think his name's Devine Wilson? Did you see his comments on the buys and tries page?
Yeah, how he would have had an easy win or something like that.
Yeah, he was like, it was an easy win if he would have been there. And then, you know, he doesn't say it, but he's taking shots at Neil Curry, because Neil Curry came in being the favorite to win after prejudging, and then ends up, I think, all the way in fourth at the finals. I just thought it just wasn't very tasteful. And I kind of bounced this thought off a couple of my friends, and you know, we kind of decided together not to make a video on it, but you can just scroll through these comments and you can just see people how they interpreted his comments, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, the pussification of bodybuilding and bodybuilding fans are soft and weak. It's like, what's the intent you're going with when you make comments like that? Like, if you're a professional bodybuilder and you represent the organization, you represent your classic physique class, you represent your sponsors, and you make these comments, like, what's the intent? What's the intended outcome of those comments? I don't see anything positive coming from the stuff that he was saying.
Not at all, man. It's like, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Like, who cares? Like, yeah, you could have done it. Yeah, you should have done it. Yeah, you would have won. Mm-hmm. That's all. What do we like? So what? You know, you want people to agree with you? Okay, let's get 1,000 people to go like your comment and be like, you know, you would have won that show for sure, Devine. And then what? You're not qualified right now for Olympia, so you need to just pick a show and get after it. Yep. And
stop dropping out of shows.
Yeah, let people enjoy the show who showed up and won. Who won again? Was it Irvin?
It was the new guy, the German amateur guy. Let me see. I know I got him in my DMs. Small flex.
Irvin's pretty good too. I like his physique. Really slick physique. A little smaller guy, not huge, but
who are you talking about?
His name's Irvin. He's in the classic physique. He did the 2021 Olympia. He won a show last year. He has like 2 pro wins now.
Okay. So the guy who won was Alexander Westermier.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yep. Yeah, no, do that show. Never mind. Yeah, that guy, new guy. It was his debut.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Phenomenal. A lot of people compared him to, you know, potentially a future C-bum, and I don't know. Like, I think he has the structure for it. He's taller, which is always a plus.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a comment saying that he could use more arms. I'm like, I don't know if it's more arms or it's just his delts are just so crazy developed, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's something Logan Franklin has really been preaching lately, is he doesn't train delts directly because he doesn't want them to make his arms look smaller or his chest looked unproportionate. I thought that was a very interesting statement. Oh, he's coming into the New York Pro. Look at that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Hell yeah.
He's posing. He's good balance, you know, for classic. And yeah, he'll go far.
Yeah. He gives me like a Wesley Vissers feel, but better proportions, smaller waist.
Mm-hmm. When I watched his posing routine, and there's even some things I almost took away to add to my posing routine.
Oh, good. Yeah. I love watching classic physique guys. Like, the way they do their transitions, it motivates me.
Yeah. That's all it's about, man. You can't be plain and simple in classic. You got to be like fancy a little bit and move your arms and between poses.
Yep. Yeah. Keep the audience entertained, engaged.
Yeah. Like, you hit one way on the side tricep and you slowly transition to like a different one, you know, like back or something. Like, you just always want the eyes to get drawn back to you.
Yep.
Move. Not just like hold a pose still. Sometimes the judges will just like look away if you're not moving. and someone else will get their attention. But if you're doing nice transitions, continuing to smile, that's all it is, man. That's what I'm trying to just like keep in my head the whole time with my show. Just smile, make sure I hit the transitions when I have to. Because man, like sometimes when you're up there on stage, all these things that you're like, hey, on stage, make sure I, start this way and then end the pose with 1 foot back, or like make sure I hit my vacuum first and then crunch down into my ab thigh. Like little things like this.
Yeah.
But up there, you got to make sure you study your notes and you don't forget, because once you're up there, you're like looking at hundreds of people watching you. You're in trunks and that's it. So
yeah,
keep everything to account from the moment you walk on that stage. That's one thing I've learned, like this show, like this prep too, Saunch, is like don't get me wrong, I've always been I've always liked to have good posing and stuff, but I've never looked at the stage as like being a performer. I've always looked at stage as like going out there to win, be a champion, winning. This year's been like, I want to go up there and perform. I want to show something nice. I want to like show stuff they've never seen and, perfect it into performance. And that's what it's going to be, like my 60 seconds routine. I don't want to hit 6 mandatories with just whatever little transition. I'm trying to hit some cool poses for classic that are like very rare.
Yeah.
I studied a little bit of like the Olympia, like Urs, kind of like how he poses, how he gets into his poses, not saying like copy them, but you take a little bit away from each competitor and you can kind of like mold something really cool and like, be a cool performer. Like you go up there and you're just like, not just like someone that worked hard and then showed up to pose. Like you actually like crafted a really good routine. I think that's very impressive now this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I like what you were talking about with like taking pieces away from, some people that inspire you. Cause I think most people do that. Even the pros, like they'll see something that maybe Sean Roden did or Sean Ray or, Flex Wheeler, like they take all these like pieces, from all those different greats and they like put that into their routine.
Yeah.
So nothing wrong with that. It's not really, it's not stealing it. And I think copying is a great compliment in some ways. So,
a lot of people have done some Kai Green shit after he's like kind of been off stage, like with his back towards the crowd and then squatting down and then coming up, like that whole thing. I've seen that a couple times now. I'm like, oh, that's a Kai Green thing,
Definitely have seen that a few times now. Yeah. What else? I wanted to make sure we highlighted your Instagram just so people know what you look like, because I did not get your NPC news card. So I couldn't make some collages, some cool cat collages for you. But this is what you're looking like, man. 1 week out.
No, that was.
This is old.
Yeah. So I stopped posting updates at 5 weeks out, and that was like 5 weeks out, 38 days.
Okay.
Just because I just wanted to like not get too much attention and mess with my mind. And yeah, because sometimes I can, you keep posting every day, people are like, oh, you look sick, you're gonna kill it. It's like, listen, if I'm gonna kill it, I'm gonna kill it. If I win, you'll see me win. So it's like that's my kind of mentality too when it comes to like, leading up to a show. I can like post like intro workout, man. I get sick pumps. I get veiny all over. I can post up on my story and make a post and be like, oh, 10 days out, we come in. Yeah. But it's like, we've witnessed multiple times people on Instagram looking fucking awesome and then on stage not looking that awesome. So it's like, I don't want that. I want to look better once I actually post a stage shot. So that's my goal, just to dial things in. Kept things great this past couple weeks, and that's it. That was 2020. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's interesting.
People can do what they want. That's fine. Like I know people that like post a lot, and that's okay. I'm just not. I'm too busy with my own things, and I barely have time to get back to like most of my Instagram messages because people are just like replied to my story with some shit. And I was like, I don't have time right now to have a conversation back and forth, texting, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel the pain, man. Trying to coordinate all these interviews I want to do and all the different shows, putting all the time in to research every single athlete. Cause like, have you seen like my smaller show coverages?
Yeah.
Those are pain, man. Like finding the athletes, finding their scorecards. Like if someone's name is John Smith, it's not like there's 50,000 John Smith accounts. There's like 10. And then they just smash 1,000 people into those 10 accounts. And you have to just sift through every single show to find their shots. So, but every time I say anything about NPC News Online, I get blocked. So I'm trying not to get blocked in this channel. But they blocked my personal. I was like, come on, guys. I was trying to help you out.
Anyway. Yeah, for the CPA, Canadian Physique Alliance. Yeah, so I've
heard about it before.
Yeah, I got introduced as a new federation in like 2019, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different federation before, but they split ways with the IFBB. So
really? Okay.
Yeah. So, and they went on with like the Elite IFBB Pro League.
Sure. The Elite Pro.
Yeah. So they partnered up with them. So CPA came in and said, hey, we're going to be the new ones to get you guys pro cards. And now there's a lot more opportunity in Canada for people to get pro cards. Before it was literally just nationals. Like, I don't know if you know, but like CBBF, Canadian Bodybuilding Foundation, that was the only Mr. Canada show once a year to get a pro card. Maybe 2 people would get it in the overall. Wow. But now it's like you got the Toronto Pro Qualifier, you got the Vancouver Pro Qualifier, you got National Pro Qualifier. So there's like 3-4 shows in Canada now for people to get pro cards. Before there was 1 or 2. I think there was the Ben Weider Classic too, the Joe Weider Classic, that one, and that's in Canada. That's in Canada.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, one of our subscribers, one of my subscribers, he competes every year when it comes around. He always messages me and lets me know, hey man, make sure you talk about the natural, the Ben Weider's Natural Olympia or whatever it's called. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think that'd be a fun show to do.
For sure. Yeah. After the show that you pulled up on the page, like the Alberta Open, that's my first one I'm doing. That's a regional.
Okay.
And then top 3 at that show qualifies for basically any pro qualifier around the world.
Oh, wow.
My goal is to qualify and possibly do the Vancouver in July.
Yeah.
I can do the Toronto June 4th in 2 weeks, but that's just too soon. And I can't take time off work as I already am during for peak week next week. I took a week off to just focus on my things, before the last couple of days. So to 2 weeks to the show would be in 3 weeks. So that's pretty soon for me to book a flight and just see it work. Because I have clients I need to train, right? So it's they're going to be missing me for a week and a half already.
Yeah.
Not cool, they need training, but that'll give me time to kind of reset my body for July, because that's when the Vancouver is.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done a pro qualifier, man. I don't really even speak about I'm gonna go for pro card, bro. Ever.
Road to pro.
Dude, I've done 7 shows. Not once have I made an Instagram post story speech where I'm like, guys, it's time. I'm going for a pro card. It's listen, if you're gonna get a pro card, you're gonna get a pro card. When you look pro, you'll win shows until you get the pro card, because that's how it works. You keep going up to the next one, and if you have the physique, man, that's all it is. So talking about it again is something. It's that's why I don't post much. Much just this prep. I think I posted 5 photos. That's it on my page, and I was just because I was feeling good. But now I was this is annoying. Honestly, man, people will talk about you when you win.
Yeah,
you can pop out of nowhere, win a show, have 20 followers, and the next thing you know, have a couple hundred, because people just search you up and they're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
So you win, people talk, and then it's until then, just fucking shut up. It's
just be quiet and do the work.
Yeah, just show up, man. It's
you're an old soul.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's definitely the old school mindset. Whereas now you got the Regan Grimes and the B Hardy, Brandon Harding. I don't know. He's a big social media guy, but I remember he was doing a like a whole vlog series leading into the show. So yeah. Funny saying it, because like that's probably what I'm gonna do on my personal channel for this next show. Is like I'll do my own vlogs and training vlogs, and then eventually like the last week or 2 weeks I'll probably hire somebody to do some good content footage for the for first attachment. That's probably the plan, but we'll see. I still have to like decide what show I want to do, and then pay the I'd like to turn pro in the natural organization I started competing in when I first started, but then I genuinely think it would be smart to switch to NPC, and then kind of go that route with how everything else works. I just don't see a lot of, you don't really hear about like natural bodybuilding in like a big spotlight. It's just not a lot of publicity, not a lot of money, not a lot of fans, because everyone just assumes they're lying about natural.
Yeah, that too, man. It's just one of those industries where it's like, people don't want to see like, people want to see the crazy shit, like fucking the Brandon Currys, the Hottie Chupons. That's what they want to see. That's what people pay for to go see. They travel to go see like the best, craziest physique, people that push their bodies to the limit. And being natural, like, I know there's some people genetically natural who look phenomenal out there in the world. Like, props to them. Like, they did it. They didn't touch gear. But like, for it to like get as big to where there's like a sort of like a Mr. Olympia show of it, and then people actually care about it like they do for the Mr. Olympia, it's like, I know I'm not going to care. Like, if there's like a natural Mr. Olympia, it's like, I'm good. Yeah. I'll just continue watching the people that actually look like way better than this league over here. But I'm sure there's like a few that respect it and like that more because it's natural. But at the end of the day, be like, they need to make money too. They can't be just like just having cool classes. Like they did an amazing job with the classic physique. But like for natural to ever come into the scene and be big, never.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I got to touch on a couple things you just said. So I want to share. So this is my favorite natural competitor, Dylanmwhite. So this is the guy who actually, he won his what do you call it? Right here. So this is the day I met him. Is where he won his IPE pro card. And he looked just freaky. And this was my very first bodybuilding show ever. So I'm not even gonna show you what I look like, but this was the first time I met him. And then he rolled into a couple NPC shows I remember, and just dominated. Small regional shows, but like he did really well. And
nice physique.
Yeah, the legs could use some improvement. I know he knows that. And he's just kind of a lengthier guy in general, but like he keeps the size on in the off season so well, like besides the legs, obviously, but like that's kind of like my inspiration whenever I think about competing naturally. Like that's the level, I have like pretty big legs, so I don't have an issue with trying to build them, but I've always been like a very chubby person, so that's my challenge, is like getting the discipline with the nutrition, getting down to a low body fat to where we can actually look at like how to get ready for a show. Like right now I'm like 230 and not a good 230. So, I've got to probably lose like 25 pounds before we're in a spot where it's like, okay, we can kind of see where we're at.
Okay, I see. Yeah. No, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Genetically, being someone that like gets chubby quick, you guys have a lot more different. You guys got to figure out what formula works for you. And I don't know if you have a coach, but yeah, like that's just like, you got to make sure you really put in the work, because to get like, I just see it. People that like have a easy time putting on weight, like water and fat, easy, even on the limbs and stuff. It's hard to see them get like vascular. It's going to take them a long time. To get like denser and denser, like that takes time, like pumping the muscle hard and heavy to give it that dense look. That will also make it look like it's leaner. And then, like you said, like just dialing in the food, losing body fat, seeing where you stand. Everything's gonna have to be like 100%. And then I can see you definitely killing it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm tired of being big.
What's your height?
6'3".
Oh, you're 6'3". Wow, you're a tall guy.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, 6'3", 230, Natty. So
You try classic?
I think it's what we're gonna do next. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I did I think I have my posing trunks sitting around here somewhere, but like yeah, I did open for my novice, my first show ever, and it was okay, but I think if I did classic, I think it'd be a little bit more fun to play with the posing and uh yeah, things of that nature.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think I dropped like 8 pounds probably just in water in the last like week and a half. So um we're gonna get serious pretty soon here. So but I do need to find a coach. I was joking with my sponsor and Daniel from Bodybuilders Without Borders. He's on our first attachment team, and I was like, oh, now I just need to find a coach, and then I can really start. And they're like, well, you have like 20 different coaches on the team, so just pick one. And I'm like, valid.
No, he's a good guy.
Yeah, Daniel's great. He's I can't get him on the channel because he doesn't want to talk. He doesn't like talking, but he does a lot of good stuff, especially for our community.
Yeah, he's a big fan of bodybuilding, man. It's crazy to see like people like that. Like he's like a smaller guy too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Loves bodybuilding, goes to bodybuilding shows, makes posts, knows and talks to all these guys. Like he actually like enjoys the bodybuilding industry, which is nice. Because he's like such a regular looking dude, and probably just loves the entertainment of it all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think he's like a doctor or something. So like he has no need to do it. It's just a passion. Yeah. So yeah, shoot, man. We're probably rolling up on an hour here. Let's
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Do you watch hockey?
So I went to a hockey game way back when, but no, I'm not. Are you like a Blues fan or? I saw some news.
I live in Calgary.
Okay.
Calgary is playing the Dallas Stars tonight, and we're winning 3-2 the series, so we can be knocking them out tonight, which is nice. I'll probably be watching that. Starting actually 7:30 right now, which is exciting.
Good timing. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what? What happens when Calgary wins?
So it's like a bracket, right? Like they'll face the next team under them, and then there's a finals. So it's
for the Stanley Cup, right?
Yeah, the Stanley Cup. So there's 4 quarters. There's like the first quarter, second quarter, semifinals, and then finals. So that's cool. Like we just got to win one more game tonight, and then we knocked out Dallas, which is exciting. The last time Calgary that has made it to second round has been a long time. So it's kind of like reviving our city right now with all the excitement.
Okay.
Streets are busy and stuff. Calgary Flames flags everywhere and shit. So it's pretty cool. I was curious, like if you watch hockey, and because it's playoffs now, so it's kind of a topic, I think.
I probably should, because I live right outside San Jose, so those are the Sharks.
Yeah, they're in the playoffs, I'm pretty sure.
Really? Oh goodness, I should probably get them.
I don't know. I haven't actually seen them play. Like I've been watching even other games that's Calgary, but I don't know. They've had good years and bad years. They were good years and years.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams around here. I just need, honestly, man. Like I used to be a big Packers fan because that's where I'm from. And I haven't played video games in a while. I haven't watched football in years. Like it's just when I get free time, man, like I'm on here, I'm doing my research, just trying to build this channel. And it's just fun. It's fun. It's no one else is doing it. So
yeah, man, that's your joy. And it's gonna keep growing. You'll eventually start getting back what you're putting in here pretty soon.
Yeah, honestly. Well, yeah, my tax returns, they weren't bad for how much I spent last year. What the government gave me back, I was pretty happy. So now I just need to figure out how to put my truck onto my taxes, because I did buy a truck this year. So if I can get that as a business expense, maybe get like a Bodybuilding News Network final wrap on it.
That would be cool.
That'd be really good.
What truck is it?
It's a 2017 F-150.
Okay, right on.
Cool. Long body. So actually, my wife bought me it. So
yeah,
I feel a little spoiled.
I would too.
Yeah. All right, Alan. Plug your sponsors real quick if you have anything. Plug your coach. We talked about your coach for a little bit.
Yeah, his name is Samo Zaid. His YouTube, I can pull it up quick, but it's Samo Zaid. You want me to spell it out for you and check real quick?
Yeah.
I just sent you a photo of his page.
Okay.
That is my coach. His YouTube is there. It's Samo Jim. He makes great content for Middle Eastern people. To be specific,
okay.
he speaks like he doesn't speak English in some of his videos. Like he goes over like nutrition and training and I forgot what language, Arabic I think it was.
Arabic, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where Algeria is?
I've not of him like where I know of it. Algeria.
It's in North Africa. It's a Arabic speaking country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where my wife's from. So her family's from Algeria.
Yeah. No, he's doing the Toronto Pro qualifier in 3 weeks.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to turn pro, man. He's gonna turn pro this year, maybe maybe next year. He has a phenomenal physique, man.
Oh yeah, he's wide as shit.
Yeah, dude, his back is like his lower back is thick. So
wow.
Yeah, he's a smart guy, man. Like he has a smart coach. His coach is coached by Honey Rambot apparently. So that's Cody Drobot.
Okay.
Yeah, so Cody, I competed with him in 2015 also with the C-Bum and Regan. He was in that class. He's pro. He'll be competing this year in his pro debut for Classic. He lives in the city next to me in Edmonton. He'll be at my show. I'll probably be with him actually Saturday, like next Saturday.
Okay.
Because that's my coach right there, like him and Sam. Like they're very close. So Sam was telling me that we're going to be kind of like keeping an eye on me on Saturday because there's like an intermission break or something like that. So Cody's good shit. Sam's good shit.
All right.
Canadian crew.
Yeah. Hashtag Canadian gang.
Yeah. Maple syrup and a ball of
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm from Wisconsin. So, that's pretty much Canada, for Americans.
Yeah.
So I feel you, man. All right, Alan. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming on. It's fun to have fans interact on this level. It's definitely different. So very cool. I don't know if I might even do a small live stream tonight just to cover some other of you guys. But
on your Instagram page?
On YouTube. I'll do a YouTube live.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Good luck. 1 week out from the CPA
Alberta.
So
yeah, Alberta Open.
All right. Keep us informed. Maybe give us a sneak peek. Tag us.
Definitely will do, man. I appreciate it. So
yeah, absolutely, Alan, man. Best of luck, and we'll talk to you later, man.
Have a good one.
All righty.
Yeah.